Black just played. Rook e2. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Queen c4. Rook takes f2 check. King takes f2. Bishop h6. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Knight takes d4. Pause the video to find out white's response. Black considers playing knight takes e2 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen d3 move preferred by white. White wants to play queen takes h7 mate and seize the initiative. Rook takes f4 played by black. Pawn takes f4. Knight f3. Queen takes h7 check. King f8. Black has no response. Let's go to the next game. Black played. Queen takes b7. Pause the video and try to predict white's next move. Queen takes f6 check. Bishop g6. Rook e7. White intends to play. Pawn h4. Pawn takes h4. Queen f4 check. King h5. Bishop g4 mate and put immense pressure on the opponent. Queen takes d7 was chosen by black. Rook takes d7. Rook hf8. White has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Queen c7. Pause the video to analyze white's next move. Queen f6. On the 5. Pawn e6. White is aiming to play. Rook d7. Queen takes d7. Pawn takes d7 and dominate the board. Pawn takes e6 played by black. Bishop takes e6 check. Bishop f7. Rook d7. White is setting up to play. Queen takes f7 check. King h8. Queen takes h7 mate and dominate the board. Queen takes d7 played by black. Bishop takes d7. On a4. Black's loss is confirmed. Let's go to the next game. Black played. On h6. Pause the video to figure out white's next move. Knight e6 check. King f6. On g5 check. King f7. Knight takes c7. Knight takes b4. Knight takes b5. Knight takes d3 check. Queen takes d3. King g7. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Bishop d4. Pause the video to find out black's response. Queen c2 check. Knight d2. Bishop h2. Queen takes h2. Rook takes g2 check. Queen takes g2. Rook takes g2 check. King f3. White's idea is to play. Rook c3. Rook takes d2. Rook takes c2 and take decisive advantage. Rook takes d2 move preferred by black. Rook takes d2. Queen takes b1. King g2. Black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Queen d1. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. White is planning to play. King h1. Rook a d8. Bishop c1. Queen e7. On a4. On h5. Bishop g2 and seize the initiative. Bishop takes f2 was chosen by black. Rook takes f2. Queen h4 check. King g1. Knight h3 check. King g2. Rook e6. Black's idea is to play. Rook g6 check. Bishop g4. Rook takes g4 check. Queen takes g4. Queen takes g4 check and gain a significant edge. Bishop c5 played by white. Pawn takes c5. Bishop h5. Knight takes f2. Bishop takes f7 check. White is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. White just played. Queen takes e5 check. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. On f6. Black is looking to play. Pawn takes e5 and seize the initiative. Queen b2 move preferred by white. Rook takes g2 check. King f1. Rook takes f2 check. Queen takes f2. Queen takes c4 check. King e1. Queen c3 check. King e2. Queen c2 check. King e3. White is planning to play. Queen takes c2. Rook g5. On d6. On f5. Queen c3 check. Rook g7. Rook g1. On f4 check. King e2 and establish a winning position. Queen takes b1 played by black. Queen d2. Black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. White just played. King h1. Pause the video to figure out black's next move. White might go for rook takes e8. Rook takes e8. Pawn takes g4 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen f2 played by black. Black is setting up to play. Rook takes e1. Pawn takes g4. Rook takes f1 mate and seize the initiative. Queen takes f2 move preferred by white. Knight takes f2 check. King g1. Rook takes e1 check. King takes f2. Rook takes c1. On c3. Rook e8. Black might go for rook ce1. On h4. Rook 8 e2 check. King g3. Rook g1. King h3. King g8. On b4. Rook takes g2 and take decisive advantage. King g3 was chosen by white. On h5. King f2. Rook e1. On b4. Rook takes b1. Rook takes b1. Rook takes b1. On a4. Black has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black played. Knight g6. Pause the video and try to find white's next move. Bishop takes f7 check. Rook takes f7. Rook d8 check. Knight f8. On e6. White is preparing to play. Pawn takes f7 check and dominate the board. Bishop takes e6 move preferred by black. Rook takes a8. Rook takes f1 check. King takes f1. Bishop takes a2. Knight d2. White is looking to play. Pawn b3. On a6. Rook a7. Knight e6. Rook takes b7 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop d5 was chosen by black. Rook c8. On c6. On c4. Bishop e6. Black's idea is to play bishop takes c8 and establish a winning position. Rook c7 played by white. Knight g6. Rook takes b7. On c5. White is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game.